Zama kwabon from like Black Media. Abusua Afenyo Markins a crash with Bernard Ahiafor enya some ketwa kwara yi. Abusua ensomnity awe nna ne say Chief Justice get to tukunu a abusua omo twene da reso a omutu no afiri akunya so no. Abusua no na akopie mu o parliament ye ne omo bo modern say omo beye vet na judges mako 7 a omo di omo akwaye adwuma ewo Supreme Court no. Abusua ensama eba ne say Afenyo Markin say wono wontiase ne entiase chena ekere say enkata omo de bele no wo ma na mfa ne nsa nhyase so obesan so wonsan yu no mu ya ne say omo de aba bonten say ono Afenyo Markin no ansan ade no eno na wo say wontiase ne no no o ka ne no aka no chena say he is not going to give a peace a chance not just say ono say asumdwe kuruwa pa de parliament wono wo ma NDC for ne numbia no ene wo chena ene na de chie afia no so dan chenso so a ma NDC for no ensusu wo mutirimu say omo doso e wo parliament wono mu ne sansenti no omo ye MPP for no eye nipa mako 88 e wo ho no munti no omo fa we se mensi bia so say omo beka wona no ato wo se da bi ono Afenyo Markin seti ase pa de there is no way say obema eye NDC for no ekwan e wo ho no mabusua wo hwe ejane abufuo pa Afenyo Markin eka na otutu bi ede ama eye chairman of eye committee Bernard Ahiafor wutimi se na enibere wo mu pa ene abusua wakasa ama ebikura mpo akọ ede tia eye Babin Speaker of Parliament ya enya asem keto ampeso ka me ho kwaji nsem nchirimu ni afoforo ebesisi ye.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, I disagree with what the leader of the House just said. Mr. Speaker, the chair of the committee called a meeting late this morning for us to discuss the report. We discussed the report and agreed together on what should be the report. Mr. Speaker, the committee directed its clerk to do the needful. A draft was brought to me whilst I was in the office to go through to be sure that whatever we had discussed had been so captured. I detected some omissions and wrote on the report and told the transmitter that he should engage the chair so that it will be done. Mr. Speaker, I was called by our clerk that she is right here in the chamber and chairman has some disagreement. So she wants me in. Mr. Speaker, I came in waiting to meet with the chairman. They said he was at the robing room. I went there. Unfortunately, he had already been there and had gotten back to the chamber. Mr. Speaker, whilst I was still talking to the clerk, chairman hands me a report which has been signed by the clerk, the same clerk who was waiting for me for us to finish this thing, has been signed by her and the chairman. Mr. Speaker, I don't want a repeat of what happened some months to happen again. I have reached out to the acting clerk to Parliament. I've expressed my views on this matter again to him. I still want to give peace a chance. It is not, Mr. Speaker, it is not proper. Mr. Speaker, My colleagues are introducing a phrase that I want to adopt. Mr. Speaker, I would want to give dialogue a chance because, Mr. Speaker, when we dialogue and dialogue well, we'll get to a solution. What I agree, however, with the leader of the House is that yes, members of the committee have expressed their principled position on the matter, but it is how that is to be expressed. If your side is satisfied with how your views have been captured, and this was a matter of discussion at the committee, then be fair to us also to have our views correctly captured. I do not think that this is a matter that we should come to the floor for cameras to witness we breaking shoulders over this matter. We don't need to. We don't need to. Mr. Speaker, the clerk was still engaging me. I am therefore at a loss how and why the chairman could transmit a signed report to the leader of government business as if we are trying to frustrate the process. Mr. Speaker, far from that. Our job is not to frustrate or obstruct. Our job is to speak and make our position known. That is democracy. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to entreat my colleagues, however huge their majority strength may be. This is a House of Parliament. We have an outstanding matter. I have seen movement on the floor. I pray that we would go by it so that we bring this thing to a closure. If we are done, it is not any difficult matter. They can lay their report. Once we are done, then we proceed. We have our views. You have your views. But Mr. Speaker, I will plead with you that kindly direct a further dialogue for us to close this matter. That's all, Mr. Speaker, I would want to submit.
Chairman of the committee.
Right, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity to respond to issues raised by the minority leader and the ranking member of the appointment committee. Right, Honorable Speaker, this report has since been ready and a copy given to the minority leader. Then, in his own handwriting, he recommended what should be included in the report, which I have at hand. Based on that, a decision was not taken on the report. Mr. Speaker, it was integrated. And again, in his own handwriting, he indicated for the second time what should again be added. Mr. Speaker, I have his own handwritten document with me as evidence of what transpired. Mr. Speaker, after all has been taken into consideration, we had a meeting late this morning, and then we agreed on the reports. What the minority leader said was that, contrary to all the reports that I have read in this House, appointment report that I've read in this House, he is of the view that a preliminary comment should be indicated in the report. And if you look at the report, paragraph 4.0, it has captured the preliminary comment verbatim. Then he again indicated that from the preliminary comment, the clerk should indicate justification for the decision, stating that all minority members are opposed and voted against the nomination of the 7 judges. And Mr. Speaker, if you look at page 137 of the report, same had been done. based on the meeting that we had this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, the recording from the meeting will indicate that, subject to what he wants to be captured, we have voted on the reports. The audio will bear me out. And everybody said yes. Then, Mr. Speaker, after the report was finalized and signed, and a copy given to him, contrary to his assertion that he has just been handed over the report just now, when he looked at the report, he is again asking what is not contained in his preliminary comments, as discussed at the committee level, be again added to the report. Mr. Speaker, I have a copy of the preliminary comments that he brought at the committee level. I can give out the preliminary comment and what he's asking to be added, which has never occurred at the committee level, so that they compare it with his own preliminary comment that he has added and what he is now seeing the clerk to add. So, Mr. Speaker, I indicated to the clerk that once what he is seeking to be added is not part of the preliminary comment that he said we should include in the report, that should not be added. Mr. Speaker, to what extent, as the chairman of the committee, will I indulge the minority leader and the ranking member of the committee? So, Mr. Speaker, the report is ripe to be taken, and it should be laid. In life, honesty is the best policy. It is the truth that will make all of us free. I wasn't the only one at the meeting. Both majority members and the minority members were at the meeting. Mr. Speaker, so long as you said they should take the conclusion from your preliminary issues that you have raised, and what you are seeking to do now is not part of your preliminary comment. It's not an issue before the committee. So why should it be indicated? Mr. Speaker, let me also place on record that I have read committee's report, including appointment committee's report. If a decision is taken or you have voted no, you don't do justification in the report. In this house, when we take a decision by voice vote, do we indicate justification in the report? If you take decision by head count, do we indicate decision in the report? If you take decision by voting, do we indicate why you have voted no and why you have voted yes? So, Mr. Speaker, we are setting a very bad precedent. This House is setting a very bad precedent. All that I have seen to be happening is that the report is by a majority decision. That is all. When you are on your feet and you want to justify why the report should be a minority decision, then a majority decision, then you can make your submission to justify why you have voted in the way the report is. But to say your justification should be part of the report, Mr. Speaker, is very novel, and I'm seeing it for the first time. However, we have indulged him, and the report has captured the same. Mr. Speaker, I humbly submit.
Yes, in your contribution, kindly also address when the proceedings of the committee ended, when you were considering the judges. When did you end the
decision of the committee ended at the 10th floor committee room. Mr. Speaker, for the time, unless I rely on the clerk, there is that time that it has ended.
The hearings, when did you conclude the hearings? The hearings of the committee?
The vetting of the report or...
The public hearing?
Yes, Friday.
Friday?
Yes.
Friday, okay.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
That's okay. Mr. Speaker, by Wednesday, we had done 6 judges, and the report on the 6 judges were ready and distributed for our comment. So, Mr. Speaker will recall that whilst we are in your office, we started going through the reports. So, Mr. Speaker, on Friday, it was only 1 judge that was vetted owing to a petition that the committee has addressed. So, for me, what was left was the consideration of the report of the single judge vetted on Friday. And Mr. Speaker, when the report of the single judge was produced, copy was given to the minority leader, and in minority leader's own handwriting, he made comments that comment should be integrated. And Mr. Speaker, that comment was integrated.
Yes,
and
yes.
Because it was in his own handwriting.
First Deputy Speaker, yes, we heard you on that one.
Abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se woni me bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba e frɛ ne se eye sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo pom bema ye ketwa bra baji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache e wo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuzuan no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frɛ ne se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frɛ back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet e wo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bo modern so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrim wi a me bo modern se me kyerɛ wo ne wo beye